Hi everyone, my name is Brenda Martinez. I'm a bilingual advocate with Genesis Women's Shelter. We are going to present today about how to apply for government benefits, what government benefits are out there, and then any questions you may have. Remember that this presentation is for educational purposes. Please consider your own situation and safety concerns before putting into practice any ideas that we talked about today. Genesis webinar, safety and confidentiality. Make sure to watch this in a safe place where only safe people can hear it. Remember to clear your browser history after watching the video if someone monitors your phone or computer. Using headphones can help ensure no one else can hear what you're watching. And also remember that if you leave any comments on the YouTube video recording, your name and comment will be seen by everyone else who watches the video. Genesis webinars, crisis and support. If you are in crisis, need help with emergency safety planning, or are looking for an emergency shelter due to domestic violence, please call our 24-hour hotline. It's 214-946-4357. If you would like to sign up for counseling at Genesis or want to talk to a counselor about your situation, please call 214-389-7700. We attempt to stay up to date with resources and referral information. In this rapidly changing world, there's a possibility that resources presented may no longer be available. If you experience trouble attempting to contact a resource, please contact the advocate who led this webinar. Their contact information will be at the end of the slides. If you have any questions about what is said in this video, please contact the advocate who led this webinar. We do not monitor or respond to any comments or questions left on the YouTube video recordings. Our hotline numbers for Genesis is 214-946-4357. The National Domestic Violence Hotline is 1-800-799-7233. And our National Suicide Hotline is 1-800-273-8255. Again, thank you for watching. My name is Brenda Martinez. My phone number is 214-389-7791. And my email address is bmartinez@genesisshelter.org. Please feel free to contact me if you have any questions. So let's get started. Today we're going to talk about benefits from the government, specifically Texas. So we're going to go to yourtexasbenefits.com. You can just Google yourtexasbenefits.com or Texas, and it'll take you to this page. Okay, we're going to click on it. At this time, there's only something that is different. You can apply for the pandemic EBT. It's a one-time benefit for families who lost access to free or reduced price meals due to school closures. You'll either get that automatically if you're already receiving food stamps or Medicaid. If you don't receive that at this time, you can apply. So if you go and click here to see if you're eligible, it's going to tell you everything of what you need to look out for. You can't apply for it yet because you do have to get the link from your school. Since this is for the based on receiving assistance because of losing benefits from school, they're the ones that are going to send out that information. So it provides eligible families with a one-time payment for each child who previously received free or reduced price meals. And it'll help get families the food that they need. So pandemic EBT, like we said, is a one-time payment. It's for any children between the ages of 5 to 18 years old who receive food stamp benefits for the month of March 2020, and children up to 21 years old who are certified for free reduced meals through the National School Lunch Program at school in Texas during the 2019-2020 year. If you think you're eligible or want to learn more, you can contact the PEBT call center at this number Monday through Friday from 8 to 6 p.m. You do receive $285 per child. Again, this is a one-time thing, and it's based on the number of average days the school is closed for the remainder of the school year. You do have to apply. Families with children up to 21 years old who are certified to receive free or reduced lunch need to apply. This includes families who receive food stamp benefits for the month of March 2020 and have children under 5 and between 19 and 21. Your school district will send you a link to an online application by the first week of June. Once HHC receives the application and verifies your eligibility with the school list, you'll receive a Texas PEBT card in the mail that includes the funds. Okay. And so the rest of these are all questions about it. But if you receive free or reduced lunch from your school, you should be able to apply. For those that already have food stamps, if you go to how to apply, it says families who receive SNAP benefits for the month of March 2020 and have children between 5 and 18 years old as of May 17, 2020 do not need to apply for those children. These families will receive the PEBT benefits on their current Lone Star card by May 22nd. Okay. So going back, there are some changes. So now food stamp recipients can apply and make online purchases for Amazon and Walmart. The SNAP benefits recipients will get the maximum amount for their household if they don't already for June. Interviews are currently not required for applications or renewals. And renewals, SNAP, Medicaid, Healthy Texas Women's benefit renewals during the pandemic will be renewed automatically. We will notify you by mail when it's time to renew again, okay? So for those that don't have any kind of benefits, let's talk about what there is, okay? So the first one is SNAP food benefits, and that helps families buy food with an EBT card. So you'll get an amount per month to be able to help you buy food for the home. There's also TANF Cash Help, which is a one-time assistance where they can help you with money. Then there's healthcare, which will include Medicaid, Medicare, Texas Women's Health. And then there's support services for those that are, disabled or caregivers, have mental health issues, drug or alcohol issues. And then WIC food benefits, which help pregnant women and breastfeeding pregnant women and families with children younger than 5 years old to buy healthy foods, okay? So before this happens, you're gonna have to create an account. But in order to create an account, you have to answer the pre-screening tool. You'll answer some questions, and it's gonna ask you why, or explain to you why you need to fill these out, okay? And you're gonna put that you're filling out this form for yourself or the people that you live with if you're filling this out for Medicaid for your children. If you need support services, you click on support services. If you need benefits with help paying for food, healthcare benefits, or help paying for clothing, medical supplies, which is the TANF, then you would click on benefits. And it's gonna make sure that it's something that you wanna do, okay? And then you can also click on not sure what support services or benefits I need. And other services, which is food pantries, childcare, after school programs, any kind of other support, you can apply for those as well. So today we're just gonna click on benefits and continue. And here's where you're gonna add people. So you're gonna add their date of birth. Actually, let's make this a child. Okay, so you're gonna add the person. And then if to add another person, you click on the add another person, okay? And then click on next. It's gonna ask you about everybody in the home. So it's gonna ask you if you live in Texas, you're gonna hit yes. A migrant worker or a seasonal worker is someone who does farming, who is switches positions based on the season. So most of the time, the answer is going to be no, but if that is you, the answer will be yes. Um, the next question is the amount of your housing bills more than the amount of cash or money in the bank everyone expects to have this month. Count bills that are paid only by people living in the home. Bills can include rent, mortgage, gas, water, electric, sewage, and phone. So for this purposes, we're going to put yes. Is the total amount of money that everyone has today is $100 or less? When it says everyone, it means everyone in the home. So we're going to put yes. Do you expect the total amount of money everyone will have this month to be less than 150? No. Does anyone need help getting child support? If you want to get child support, you can click yes. For these purposes, we're going to put no. And we don't need help finding a job. And we don't need help stop alcohol or drugs. Does everyone who is applying for benefits live in the same home as the testing? Yes. And testing is going to be the brother. And then this is where you fill out information for each of them. If you're a U.S. citizen or you're a legal resident or permanent resident, if you're a widower or an American Indian or Native Alaskan. So you're basically just going to go through every question that is prompted and make sure that you fill everything out because you don't want to delay your application because of a missed question, okay? It's going to ask about monthly bills and other facts. So it's going to ask you how much money or cash you have. If you are getting any money from any kind of job, if you will get any child support tariff or any other place or person not listed, and if you lost your job, and if you are going to get money from a new job, okay? Then it'll ask you about financial facts, bills, alimony, child support that you may pay, and you're gonna mark all the benefits that you may receive at this time, okay? And any health facts. So this is where you would put any mental illness, intellectual disability, physical disability, hearing loss, etc. You're gonna click on complete, and you're gonna click next. And there's a way to review all of your answers, okay? So then we're gonna click on next. And it tells you, based on what you've said, you may be able to apply for the following, okay? So we're gonna select food stamps, emergency food stamps. We're gonna select Medicaid. We don't select pregnant women or adult caring for a child or a person of 65 or older with a disability, unless that really does apply to you, okay? You can apply also for TANF. Medicare is for people who have either a severe disability or who are over the age of 65, okay? Any long-term care services or long-term care services with people with disabilities or developmental disabilities, okay? So continuing, you're gonna click on next, and then it's gonna tell you to apply for benefits, okay? This is where you either, if you already have an account, you can click on forgot password or forgot username if you forgot them. If you don't, then you're gonna click on create a new account, okay? And then, so it's gonna ask you a few questions. Do you or any of the people you're applying for get state benefits now? No. And then you're going to go through every program, okay? And then healthcare, if you're getting Medicaid for the children, it would be children, okay? If you're pregnant, it'll be pregnant. And then women's health services. So this is for U.S. citizens or legal immigrants who live in Texas, don't have insurance, health insurance, are not pregnant, and may at or below the family income limits. Okay, this is really good because it helps pay for exams, screenings, birth control, anything that has to do with the reproductive system. It could help. Okay. And then their Medicare savings program, which is again for people who are 65 or older or who have a very severe disability where they're unable to work. And then long-term services care for if that's something that you need, okay? So you're gonna click on Apply Now. And so there are two different types of accounts. You want the full access account, but sometimes that's not possible if they can't verify your identity, and they'll give you a limited access account. And that's okay. You can always call 211 if you do get a limited access account so that they can open it up, okay? You're gonna follow the instructions. Enter the information. See if we can get this going. It's all the way at the top. Enter in a date of birth. And you only have to fill out the information that has an asterisk. And so we're gonna put okay. And it's gonna ask you for a username, password, security questions, and then your CAPTCHA. After this, it's going to ask you just to follow the prompts and follow the questions, okay? So going from here, you would have to fill everything out based on what your answers are. Right now, because of the pandemic, they aren't requiring an interview for food stamps. They could require an interview for the TANF, but that's based on their discretion, okay, and on your application. And then also there's something called the good faith letter. A good faith letter is a letter that you get from either an advocate or an organization that has to do with domestic violence. And it's just basically saying that you did go through that and that you need services. Okay. Once you create your application, create your account, the application is fairly easy. There aren't a lot of tricky questions, and you just have to follow the prompts. If you do have any questions, feel free to give us a call or to give me a call, and I can help you through that part. Once you're done with the application, it is important that you remember your password and information, so please make sure to save that in a safe place where the abuser won't be able to find it. Once you complete it, you can log out and log back in and see the status of your application. It would be beneficial to download the application for your Texas benefits, because through that application, you can check on the status of your account. You can also take pictures of documents that they may need and upload them so that there isn't a delay in your benefits, okay? They might need documents like financials, birth certificates, proof of residency, proof of work, or unemployment. But pretty much, you can use the same application for different things and apply all at the same time. And this streamlines it and makes it easier for a person to apply. Thank you so much for watching today.